Ms. Fulani was repeatedly asked where she came from by Prince William's godmother, who has since stepped down from her professional position in the firm. Lady Hussey also moved Fulani's hair aside to read her name tag, which the charity boss called abuse. Speaking of the incident, Ms. Fulani said, "I was not giving the answer that she wanted me to give. And so, we could not move on. And it was when she said, 'I knew you'd get there in the end' that proved to me, you were determined to prove that I had no right to British citizenship." She added, "Now, abuse doesn't have to be physical. But if you move my hair without permission, to me, that's abuse. I was the victim, if you will, of an offense, of racism." Mandu Reid, the leader of the Women's Equality Party, was also present at the event and said that the questions asked by Lady Hussey, 83, were offensive, racist and unwelcoming, leaving her with a sense of incredulity. The Sister Space founder has since released a statement saying she has suffered horrific abuse amid the fallout of the race row, as people accuse her of race baiting and those who feel she has a false identity, as her real name has been revealed to be Marlene Headley. GB News host Nana Akua discussed the incident on her show and said that the name on the badge was clearly not a traditional British name, which is what I suspect, alongside the outfit, sparked her intrigue on this totally unverified exchange. Royal expert Marley Niles-Koenig told Express.co.uk that Fulani's behaviour following the conversation was unprofessional and that both Lady Susan and Fulani should have an informed discussion. The expert said, "I hope Mrs. Fulani will sit down with Lady Susan for a more informed discussion. I think she handled in the wrong way, unprofessional. She should have said something to Lady Susan if she felt uncomfortable by the conversation." King Charles and Queen Camilla have invited Fulani to the palace for talks following the fallout, according to palace sources. Ms. Fulani and the King met before in 1997 when the Prince visited Limelight, a club in London's West End. Fulani was a drummer in Imasi, which was a group specializing in African music, and received money from the Prince's trust. Ms. Koenig noted, "Fulani has made anti-monarchy and royal family statements on social media, so why did she accompany a person who was invited to the event at Clarence House? I think Fulani did have an agenda when she attended the reception, especially as she had not been invited. She accompanied someone who had received the invitation." Amid the fallout of the race war, the issue of Camilla's event, which was to focus on giving a voice to victims of domestic abuse, has been overshadowed. The royal expert praised Camilla as brave for providing a platform to help victims of domestic violence. She said it was a rather brave thing to do because so many people don't want to discuss domestic violence.